Right, so I'm going to be talking about relationship boundaries. You see, whenever you're in a relationship with a person, you are obviously sexually attracted to that person already. In fact, I advise people that in as much as it is important to confirm that the person is God's will for you, in terms of knowing that, yeah, God approves of it, you also need to find the person physically attractive, because there are carnal things that will go on in that home. You would have sex together, isn't it? So whenever you're in a relationship with a person, you are already attracted to that person sexually as well. So it is highly important to keep boundaries if you want that relationship to honor God. Now, some of the boundaries might look, extreme, because of the way the world is going, because of what we see in movies, because of what we listen to, shows we go to and all. But if you really respect God's assignment for your life, if you want to go far with God, if you do not want to compromise your faith, and if you want your relationship to exist under the standard of God's word, then you have to create boundaries. And I'm going to give you a very practical example of some of them. You don't have to go to each other's house. Yes, this might look tough. I'm like, hey, yes, you can visit yourself in open places, especially if the both of you have been sexually active in the past. If the both of you have been sexually active in the past, it is better for you not to meet in places where nobody have access to you. Don't meet in isolated places. Let your dates, your conversations, and your meeting be in places where you are accessible to people at all times. Meet at recreation centers, restaurants, amusement parks, libraries. Just meet in places that are open. This is the number one thing you need to do, because you cannot start having sex in the open. It's not possible. It happens only in an isolated place. So the only way to exempt yourself completely from this is what I have just said. Yeah, I know things happen for one or two reasons. You might find yourself in each other's houses. Well, if it happens unplanned, it's understandable. But you did not start out to be visiting each other at home. That is fine. So if something goes out of place, or I don't know what you're thinking right now, but I know there are situations that might go out of hand or get out of hand, or for whatever reasons you might have to go to that person's house. That's fine. If that happens, okay, understandable. But going to each other's houses and staying in isolation perpetually, no, you're putting fire in your bosom. And if you continue like that, you burn. There's a popular African proverb that says, if you do not want to eat it, don't smell it. Don't smell it. So don't go to places that will put you in a very vulnerable state to do the things you know you don't want to do. So the first boundary you should actually set for your relationship is never to be found in an isolated place. And this might not even be in your houses. Maybe the lady, for example, maybe she stays with her parents, so she's still accessible to people, so it's fine. You can still visit her because she doesn't stay alone. And you might actually go to some places that are not even your houses but are isolated. Don't go to isolated places, whether it's your house or somewhere else. Don't go to isolated places, because the both of you are attracted to each other. And so the tendencies are there, because you are actually looking forward to that activity when you eventually get married. So what are we talking about? So why can't you be sincere with yourself and do what you need to do to ensure that you don't cross the line? So set boundaries for your relationship. It is very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. And stay with it. Don't shift, don't waver. Don't shift, don't waver. Stay with it. And you'll be grateful that you did. This is Joan Anuoluwa talking to ya. If you need counseling, you need more talk, please check the description section of this video or the link in my bio, and let's get in touch. Let's talk more. Let's help you get through it and over it. Bye for now.